Kent Peterson Money Talk here with another video. If this is the first time you ever seen any of my videos, it's basically a financial channel. I talk about ways to save money, make money, invest in money, pretty much anything to do with money. Sometimes I give away money, so you gotta pay attention to my videos. And today I'm going to talk about ways to save on vacation. So I have done a video like this, but sometimes if I think a video is outdated or my opinions might change, I might do a newer version of a certain topic. So last year I did go on a vacation. If you watch my mini series I did, it was back in February. And this is going to be some ways you save on vacation. First of all, are you going to drive or are you going to fly? I mean, if you're going to fly somewhere, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Be honest with you, I have been on a plane since I was in 8th grade, so it's been a long time. You may want an airline credit card. That's a good thing to have. It gives you like miles towards flights. So let's say you were planning on going to Alaska. You're gonna do that in a few years. You get that credit card, and you pay rent every single month, or whatever you're gonna do. So every time you use that credit card, you're getting money. You're getting points towards the mileage. So after a few years, you may have enough to go on a flight to Alaska without paying a single dollar, maybe. You might need a lot of points for Alaska. Alaska's kind of far, depending on where you live. I know where I live in Florida, so that flight's going to be long. But even if you were living in Oregon, I mean, Alaska's still kind of far on a plane. But I imagine it would be cheaper if you were in Oregon compared to Florida. But maybe you don't plan on flying at all. Maybe you just plan on doing a road trip. So your decision is to drive. So are you going to drive? Yes, you're going to drive, but are you going to drive your car? Or are you going to rent a car? So that's another choice you need to make. Obviously, you're going to have to pay more for renting a car compared to your own car, because when you drive your own car, you're not paying rental fees every day, but when you rent a car, you are. First of all, make sure your car's in good shape if you're going to go on a road trip. Last thing you want is a breakdown in Montana, for example. That is one place you do not want to break down. I've never been to Montana, but I hear that it's like very rural. There's not a lot of people there. So it could take a while before you get a tow truck or whatever. So make sure your tires are good too. Make sure those... That's one thing you need to make sure. Everybody should do that. They're planning on going on a road trip, especially far from home. Make sure those tires are good. You also just take to like a auto mechanic. Let them look at you plan on going on a trip. But you gotta watch out for those auto mechanics. They'll try to rip you off. They'll try to give you service that you don't really need. Are you going to go on this trip by yourself or with friends? I mean, if you're going with friends, I say it's better. It could be like your boyfriend, girlfriend, or just your best friend. I mean, it could actually be better for you, because then you're not driving the whole time. You get tired from driving, you just go in the passenger seat and let the other person drive. If you have more people, you can also decide who's going to pay for what. Maybe y'all did decide to rent a car. One person could pay for the car rental. Another person could pay for the hotel. Somebody else could pay for the food. Or y'all just split the expenses. That's another way you could do it. There's also that chance if you have more people with you, you may not even need to stay in a hotel. Because let's use my friend for example. That day, it was a Thursday. I remember it was a Thursday. It was February the 2nd. I drove from like Green Cove, Spring, Florida, all the way to somewhere in Louisiana. I don't even remember the city. It was a Motel 6 I stayed at. Cause I just want to see how good I'll do driving 10, 12 hours. Cause I never drove that long in my life, and it was exhausting. So if I would have kept driving, it would have been unsafe. So I figured the best thing to do is just go to a hotel and just go to sleep. But my friend would have came with me. I mean, unfortunately for me, I only had like 2 friends near where I live. One, I don't even know I should still consider him to still be a friend. He's an Asian guy. He's good at fixing computers. After I moved out, I thought I had friends coming over a lot, but it didn't go that way. That dude won't even come over, so I'm kind of frustrated with that. I didn't even ask him if he wanted to go on the trip with me. But the other friend who I still talk to, this is the same friend I'm trying to get on my video. I asked him if he wanted to come with me. I was hoping he would, but he was unable to go. So I just stuck to myself. But what if he did go with me? I could actually save on a hotel, because when I was driving all that time, I'm like, you know what? You want to drive, dude? Could have let him drive. I could have gotten a passenger seat, back seat, or whatever, and just would sleep. It would have probably been like 8 hours later when I wake up. Yeah, we would have been home by that point when I woke up. Maybe you could have stopped there for a night, or for a night in Oklahoma. We're on that same mountain. Only I would have had my friend filming me with a video. I mean, it would have been pretty cool. Then, of course, from there, we could have went to Colorado. So, in some ways, it probably would have been cheaper, because I could have skipped days being in a hotel. Because while I'm tired, somebody else could have taken over and kept driving. Now we're both tired, then we would have to go to the hotel. I actually always did want to go on a road trip with my friends. So I always want to have friends I could go on a road trip with. I want to do that like after I graduated from high school, but I was poor back then. But it could be a good thing, because a lot of these hotels, the world wants to say you're an adult when you're 18, but let's be honest, you're really not, because some of these hotels you have to be 21 to stay, which I was surprised. I had no idea. I thought you only need to be 18, but a lot of these hotels you had to be 21. I'm like, whoa. Why is 18 even an adult? I guess it's only adult when it's convenient, when they want to sing in the war. You're an adult. But when it comes to a hotel, it's like, whoa, you're not an adult no more. Okay. So it is a good thing I took this trip now and didn't take this trip when I was like, say, 19. I wouldn't have been too happy not being able to be in a hotel. Now, food. You could bring food with you. That's a way to save on like vacation. Cause I did go to fast food. I admit I went to them because I do like fast foods. But fast food could be expensive. Some of those meals could be $10 at a fast food. But you could like buy yourself like some skillets or like a portable. Hang on. Okay, so this is not actually what I'm talking about, but I'm hoping I gave you an idea. So there's like some portable stove tops you get. They have something like this to it, but it's portable. You can bring them with you, and you cook food that way. You cook it like in a hotel, or maybe you could cook it at like a. It would probably be too dangerous cooking in your car, but maybe like outside your car. You have like a longer extension cord. Maybe. But that will be one way to save on meals. This electric lunchbox another way. I'm going to show you what it is. So this could actually heat your food for you. I put like one of those chubby, I think I'm pronouncing it right, chubby, is it chubby or chunky soup? I put it in here, and actually it recommended putting it in like 20 minutes, and it was like really hot. Actually 20 minutes was actually too hot. But this shows that it worked. You could plug this up to your car, or you could plug it inside a hotel. So maybe you stop at a hotel, or maybe you stop at a rest stop. You can heat some food up for yourself in here, like ramen noodles. Because in the video you did see me heat up some ramen noodles in here. I made those ramen noodles at home, and I put them in here. Then when I was on my lunch break, I heated this up in my truck. I took it out, then I just ate it. It was warm, so it came out good. So that's another suggestion. I mean, I could give you the link to this if you want it. I mean, I'll just put the link down here. I mean, I don't get anything out of it, but it's just something you could look at. There's also like the skillets. You cook food on there. But of course, that you probably have to be in a hotel to cook that kind of stuff. Same thing that like the stove stop. Unless you find, if you can find like one of those stove stops. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. You find like one that's cordless. I mean, you might be able to cook that at a rest stop, maybe. Or they might complain. But of course, most hotels, not all hotels have microwaves, but the ones that do, you cook food in that microwave. I remember that garbage hotel I was at in Louisiana. There's like some, I had like some, what was it? Some shrimp fried rice from like, I had some shrimp fried rice left. I was gonna heat up in the microwave. How about there was no microwave? So that's when I ordered, what was it? Uber Eats. I ordered like some chicken. But if I would have had this thing, I could have heated up that shrimp fried rice in this thing right here. I would not have even needed that microwave. So you really could save on food. But there's nothing wrong going to a fast food restaurant. You just gotta monitor your spending. Speaking of which, there is a way you could go to a fast food restaurant and still save money. I got me like a 6-piece chicken nugget meal. Completely free. And how did I do that? You know those apps for these restaurants? I have one for like McDonald's. I have one for Taco Bell. And the last one I got was for Wendy's. I was able to get like a free meal yesterday from that. Well, you're watching this video, it's like 2 days from now, because I'm filming this video on Friday, but I'm posting it on Saturday. So how did I So you're probably wondering, I use the app at McDonald's too, Kent, and I can only get 1 item for free. Well, that's true, but there's a way I got around it. Remember, I got like more than 1 app. I got one for, I went to both Wendy's and McDonald's yesterday, so I got like it wasn't a 6-piece meal, it was a 10-piece meal I got. 10-piece chicken nugget meal I got for free. So I went to Wendy's, got me a free 10-piece chicken nugget and a drink of water. But of course I put some soda in it. Pretend you never heard that. Then I went to McDonald's. I got me a free large fry. So I ain't paid for anything. So you could do that at a hotel too. If you had like some enough points for that. Don't pay anything. Get that fast food and still get that free meal. And unfortunately, guys, I'm getting low on time. If these videos are too long, I won't let me post on YouTube. So these are some ways to save on vacation. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. And if there's any plans, if you have any vacation plans, let me know. But that being said, have a good day. Bye for now.